Dun, 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 dun. Hello and welcome, and thank you very much for joining me. I'm Dean the Vaping Biker. Today we've got another live vlog. There's not a whole hell of a lot of stuff to go through tonight, so it's going to be a reasonably quick one. I'm thinking probably around the hour mark. But I wanted to let you know what's been going on over the last week, why there's not been many videos and all that sort of stuff, and why things have gone a little bit on the wobbly side. So yeah, that's the idea of tonight. Anyway, so the plan is I've written no notes. I am completely flying blind today. So let's give it a few minutes. Let's wait till sort of 5 past or so before we get things going, just to let me have a chance to say hello to everybody. So let's have a little look. Hello Christopher, hello Kaz Hellcat, Informer Tech, James Vasey. Was it Vasey? Oh, that was it, Vicey? That could be Kenny B. The Vaping Fiend, Steve Burns, TJ Bella Cox, Redneck Vapor, that just skipped. DJ Sammy, Bill Hubbard, Andrew Smalls. You're awesome. You're awesome, Andrew. Thank you very much for joining me. Let me know if this sounds a bit weird tonight, because this, you should have heard that, but there might be a bit of an echo because the studio was cleared out big time yesterday. So if it sounds a little bit funky, that'll be why. So I've got to try and sort of sort that bad boy out. But no, let's move that. I can't really put it out of camera shot. It's there. There you go. There's a microphone in the way. It's going to happen. Amit Dixit, hello from India. Hello, mate. How you doing? Andrew Small, have I said hello to you already? But there's another one. Jason Lemaster. Hey, Henry Ford. Hi. Where you're from? Let us know where you're from, ladies and gentlemen. I love to know where you're from in the world. You don't have to give me your street address, because I've been told I'm not allowed to follow people anymore. But no, let me know where you're from. I love to hear when people are around all over the show. It makes me jolly proud. So I do look rather like it quite a lot. So what we got here? Philadelphia from early grey T-Pain. Eric Rouse is California. Jeremy Peaks, no echo on your end. Thank you very much, Jeremy. Benedito, hello from Portugal. Hello, Portugal. Nice to see you, Benedito. Lawrence, hello from South Africa. Hello, South Africa. How are we getting on? Greetings from Germany, says Guybrush. Hello, Guybrush. How you doing? How is Austria? I did cover that in the last vlog, James, but thank you very much for going. It was jolly splendid. What have we got? Shady Vapes, Derby, UK. Robert N, hi from London. Time Out Greece from Netherlands. We've got James Pleven from Liverpool. Thank you very much. I forgot how to read then for a moment. Jason Lemasters from Kentucky. Bakersfield, California from Steve G. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I say, we're just going to say a few hellos for the first 5 minutes, and then we'll get into the normal things. I'm feeling I might be looking a bit flushed. I've just turned a fan off because it's rather hot here at the moment. So I've got a cup of tea, so that hopefully will help cool me down. Now then, what do we got here? Sonny Brighton. Hello, James Vicey. Aberdeen, Scotland from Van Vapes. Kenny B, Montana. Hello, how you doing? Pooh Head Lou. That's a spectacular name. That's awesome. Hello from Australia. Henry Ford, Essex in England. How you doing? Liam Shepherd, evening. How are you doing? I'm fine. Frank Marsh, hello, Connecticut. Thank you very much indeed. Amit Dixit, I'm out of liquid. Dang. There you go. Have some of mine. No? Okay. We've got Nate from Minnesota, Tony from Finland, Vape Geek. Hello from Calgary, Canada. Hello. Hello, mate. What we got going on here? Queer Vape. Hello, Vaping Biker. Everyone, hello. How we doing? Hello, Finland. There's a lot of you in tonight already, which is going to be awesome. So hopefully we can just have a bit of a more relaxed giggle fest. Well, I say giggle fest. I'm not promising to be funny, but hopefully we can have a little bit more of a relaxed time tonight. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Like I say, Jacko Turbra. Hello to you too. Gary Munns, it's going well. Thank you very much indeed. How's it going with you? What else have we got going in? Madeira Island. LVO, where's Madeira Island? I don't know where that is, but thank you very much for joining me. I don't know where it is, but that's very cool. Clifton's from upstate New York. That's great. I don't know how different that is. Is there different from downstate New York? I don't really know how that works. Gavin just up the road from me in Lincoln. Luke Snow, Dean, what's up, brother? Luke, what's up, brother? Gary Flake, hello from the Isle of Wight. Good evening to Joggy226. I'm just looking at the time. I think we're gonna kind of start moving into things in a few minutes. Oh, is Mr. Todd in as well? Did I miss him coming in? Did I? Is he here? Oh. So yes, we're just gonna. I don't think I've had a huge amount in last week. So someone's just asked, Andrew, is Todd coming in tonight? I think if you all say at Todd's Reviews, come on, just type that, at Todd's Reviews, come on, then he might come in. Who knows? There might be a thing. So yes, what else has been going on? I think I started with something else. Yes, talk about stuff coming in. Not a whole hell of a lot. Not a whole hell of a lot, but I've got a bunch of really cool stuff coming in next week. I've turned a lot of stuff away again, purely because my review queue very, very quickly just went bonkers. It really, really did. But I do have a couple of things to show you, which I will do. But what else have we got going on? There we go. Look, at Todd's Reviews, go on. Hey, there we go. I like it. I like it. Give it to him. Make him just bing like a monster. I don't know if it does bing, but make him bing if it does bing. It's like Candyman. If we say Todd's Reviews 3 times in the mirror, then turn the light out, he will appear. That would kind of put the willies up here if he rocked up behind you in your bathroom, I imagine. So who knows? Mr. T may join us shortly. But no, that's the thing. I'm just checking things, making sure everything's all gravy and all good. I must admit, I did say to get Todd to come in, but I don't know if he's in the chat, so we might have to do it all again a little while. Anyway, what have we got going on? So where have I been? What's been going on? So I did the vlog last Monday, and as after that one, pretty much directly after that one, I was ill as you like. It was truly horrific. Mr. T is in there. Feel free to pop the Todd's Reviews. Come on again. So yeah, I mean, I was ill. I think I told you in the last vlog that I was desperately ill over the holiday, and essentially that kind of carried on. So I managed to get a couple of videos going, and then just after last week's vlog, I was so crazy ill, it was ridiculous. And yeah, I mean, it just went absolutely bonkers, and I'm not going to go into detail because it's pretty disgusting, but yeah, I've been just truly horrific, and because my medication means I don't have an immune system, when I get something like a viral infection or something like that, it knocks the bollocks off me and can do quite serious harm. So I've done a lot of sleeping, even though I don't look like it. I've done a lot of sleeping over the last week, and so yeah, so I haven't been able to record any videos. I apologize for that. However, the other good thing, well, no, this is going to be part of the stuff that's come in, I suppose, but no, that's now changed. That's coming back. Still feeling ropey, but nowhere near as bad as I was. So I did start to do some recording today, but I have a new toy to get used to, and that is I sold my G7X, and I've now got a with the help of a very good friend, an EOS 200D, which is the brand new kind of entry-level DSLR from Canon, and I'm very much looking forward to, well, I say looking forward, I'm very much enjoying using it, but it is a little bit of a learning process, because rather than where I was with the G7X, this is kind of being a little bit more challenging just to do what I need to do. I may have to buy a macro lens at some point for some of my up close video, but we'll see about that. But at the moment and today, I've been getting used to it a lot more, and so tomorrow there will be the start of the reviews, and through the week there will be, hopefully I'm aiming to do a review a day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I might even try and book one in for Friday. So we'll see how that goes. Now then, what have we got going on here? I'm pretty sure I showed you a bunch of stuff last week. What I don't think I showed you, I can't remember, but everyone on the planet's got one when it comes to reviews these days. But the Geek Vape Aegis. It seems to be a thing that every reviewer is enjoying their faces off by throwing this off houses and putting it in the bath with them and all that sort of stuff. And fair play, you know, it is certainly something that they say is waterproof and shockproof. If you're thinking about one of these, I do think that Battery Mooch did a really great write-up with regards to shock testing and various other bits and bobs. So yeah, I think that would be worth going and checking out if you haven't done so already. I think it'll be on his ECF page, but at the same time I imagine it might be on Phil Basado's Taste Your Juice, so go and check them out and go and see what his testing of this has been, because he certainly gave it the big beans. So that's pretty good. But what I'm going for is I'm trying as many. I mean, I've only had it a week, so I've got to really test the living shit out of it, and in order to do that, I'm trying a whole bunch of different atomizers on it with different length 510 pins and a whole bunch of different kind of ways of using it. I'm not quite going out and throwing it around the street quite yet. I'm not entirely sure if it's necessary to do that, seeing as everybody else has done it. But yeah, I mean, do I need to? I don't know. We'll see. Let me know your thoughts. But no, as it is, I'm just going to carry on using the shit out of it to see how we get on. On top of that is the Dead Rabbit, and I think I may have told you about the Dead Rabbit on the last vlog, but I don't think I'd built it. Now, however, I have built it. I'm actually using 2 of them at the moment. There is a chance, spoiler alert, that this is one of my favorite reviewer RDAs of the year so far, possibly. But you know, I'm not going to totally commit to that, not quite yet, but it's certainly turning out a jolly good vape, and I'm very, very much enjoying it. And so yeah, it's definitely happening. So that's very cool. Now then, hang on. Right, what else has come in? That's a good question. What else has come in? So we've got the new Vandy Vape Pulse 24 from Vandy Vape and Tony B. I've literally just coiled this up today. I was nearly late for the show because I'd coiled it up. It was all glowing evenly, wicked it, and then for some reason only one of the coils was firing. So then I had to pull everything out again, pop it all back in, go set everything up, make sure everything was glowing evenly, and then put it all back in again, and muchos fucking around. But we appear to be working now at the moment, and I've got to say it is crazy airy when it is fully open. And by the way, those air holes, I think they're not as bad as I had with the 22, with being kind of offset holes. But I don't think that's going to focus. But can you see that they are still slightly offset? So that's going to be something that's going to frustrate me, I know. But I'm going to try and look past that and take this on as a separate RDA. So obviously this is dual coiled on this one, 0.19 going in at 66.6 watts. And let's have a vape, shall we? Now that is fully open. I mean, and that is crazy airy, like too airy. There is a very, very slight level of kind of restriction going on in there. Very used rip word there. Can't do that. But no, there is a very slight restriction. But it's hardly there, to be honest with you. So when I did have a couple of chuffs earlier on, I'm trying to do this kind of half and half, and once again I can't do this half and half because it won't let me. But that's kind of more of the restricted feel that I'm enjoying. So yes, we are going to be giving that a darn good testing as well. But like I say, with the old Dead Rabbit, I think I might have overjuiced on this one a little bit, but we'll have a little toot at this one. Super low coils on this one at 0.12, and I'm going to come on to coils a little bit later in the vlog. But let's have a toot. I overjuiced. That's a little bit spitty. Yes, that's got Suburban in it, which I'm loving greatly. And the other one in it has the Vaporgate Phoenix. But the Suburban, just in case you're new to the channel, from Daily E-Liquid, that's this light. I've got to move this really, but there we go. Daily E-Liquid Suburban is just the best minty stuff ever. And Vaporgate Phoenix is a really nice peach rings thing. And I did have the Vaporgate Hyperdrive, which I have, I've wrecked that one. So both very nice. A little bit angry on the coils, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit angry on the coils, but generally a very nice tasting juice. So I have enjoyed that a lot. Now then, what else has come in? What else? I think I told you about the Inikin Chroma A last time. So there's no point in going into that again. Now then, I've got a bag here somewhere. Now something I have got, which the kind people at Customs opened up for me already, was the Genesis RDTA from Coilmaster. And yeah, the Customs people slashed that open a treat, which is lovely. That saves me a job, I suppose, but you know, it's not really the point. It does look, it's fucking huge. I mean, look at the size of that. That is a big fucking RDTA. And that is good. It doesn't say how much juice it holds, I don't think. Excuse me, Windy Pops. I don't think it does. But you can bet a pound to a penny that that bad boy is going to hold much more than 2 mils. So that's not going to be UK friendly. But if I pop it up to the reload, or recoil, not reload, recoil, you can see you've basically got a full atomizer on the top of there if you include the drip tip, and as with the tank underneath. So it is fucking huge. Now I'm not going to review it. I'm going to ask Mr. Schwartz if he wants to review one on the website again. He has done a couple of reviews that I've been too sick to put up, but hopefully tomorrow I'll get those all edited and pictures together and all that sort of stuff and get that up. I may try one of them, but I'm not going to lie, RDTAs bore the flip out of me. They really do. I loved the original kind of Limitless one when that first came out. I thought it was great because it was really new. Before that, we'd had the Avocado, which was great, but it had sort of resistance skipping issues and all that sort of stuff. But once we got the Limitless, then suddenly it was a big old cloudy beast of a RDTA, which was superb. But yeah, I mean, since then, it's just rehashing a lot of the same stuff for me, at least. So yeah, they don't really do a great deal of, they don't tickle my undercarriage. And so because essentially it's a tank, it probably won't get reviewed on the channel. I may give it a go, but it will probably get reviewed on the website at some point. And if you haven't seen them, go across to vapingbiker.co.uk. We're starting to build up a little library of Ian's written reviews in there, which is very, very cool. And there's a few other bits and bobs in there which could be interesting to check out, and you can buy merch if you want it. So now I've got one more thing that's come in, which knocked me for 6. It really, really did. It came in on Saturday, and I was still feeling ill as you like, and it came in and it made me get out of bed, and it made me suffer some pretty extreme sweats as I was sitting here making it sort of coiling, getting it coiled up, or getting it working. And this has been a product that a very, very kind subscriber has purchased for me, which it doesn't happen very often. And I feel weird. I only accepted it after Mucho's conversation. This is a squonker that I've been looking at on Instagram and Facebook for quite a while now, and I think it's absolutely fucking gorgeous. Now I bet I've got fingerprints. Let me try and just wipe fingerprints off it. It's relevant. You'll understand why in a minute. You will. But since Saturday morning, I think it was Saturday morning, since Saturday morning, this has just not left my hand. Now this has come with 2 different types of doors, a clear acrylic that's on there at the moment, as well as a kind of a more of a plain one, which I'll show you. But this is the Definitive Designs even extruder. Now once again, that light is blowing out, so let me just push that out. Now it's got extruder in the side there, really nicely 3D printed. And one of the key things about this, which I think is absolutely superb, is the fact that the insides are separate. So that's the battery side, which is lovely. And we pop the door back on there, and we take the other side off, and that's the bottle side, which is gorgeous. I really fucking like it. There's a couple of things that I will go over more so in the review, because you're not going to be able to see it on this crappy Google Hangout kind of cast. But the firing button actually sits flush on the nut, which I think is really good. So there's a really lovely level of contact on there. And one of the things that I really like about this is the button. Can you see where that drip is there? If I turn that drip to the side like so, that's now locked and it won't fire. But if I turn it upwards, then there we're firing. So that's just and to be honest, 3D mods don't often kind of, you know, tickle my nipples. They don't really do a great deal for me, but this one has knocked me for spots. And the reason I liked the idea of it from when I saw the pictures of it was I loved the inside of it. I loved the fact that the bottle and the battery were separate. I thought it was really different and something that I really do like. The other doors, by the way, let me just show you these. I'll pop one on for you just because it's super easy to do. So yeah, there we go. That's another door. So that's the same color as the insides. But no, it's lovely. How gorgeous is that? It's really nice, isn't it? Oh, I tell you. But no, so these are fantastic. I will try to remember to put the link down below for their Instagram and Facebook group and all that sort of stuff. But if you go onto Instagram and search for Definitive Designs Canada, I think it's definitive_designs_Canada. I think that's what it is. If you go and check that out, then that you can see all of the pictures of all of the different colors that they offer on these, because essentially you can pick and choose your color, whether you know what color you have on the inside and the outside. So it's fucking marvelous. It's really good. I'm not entirely sure of the money. That's the only thing. I mean, they're not stupid, but they're not, you know, they're not geek vape, because they're still something that's going to be handmade. I mean, it's as well printed and then put together by hand. So yeah, I mean, all in all, I will have more information when it comes to doing the review on this. However, just a massive thank you to a special person, and I fucking love it. I love it. I really love to do it. Amit Dixit, what's the point of doing a live chat when you're not paying attention to any of the comments? As I said at the start, Amit, and I do at the start of every live vlog that I do, the first bit is the regular vlog, and the second section is going to be where I have a conversation with you guys. So yeah, there you go. Deal with it. Now then. Yes, this I just think is absolutely glorious. Now, obviously, I've got the dead rabbit sitting on top of that, but on top of that, I needed a white drip tip, because the dead rabbit has these lovely kind of colourful acrylic jobs that come with them, and they're very pretty. But I needed a white one just to be a bit matchy with the mod. And Drip Tips by Big. Is it Drip Tips by Big? Let me have a look. I think it is. driptipsbybig.co. Yes, it is. driptipsbybig.co.uk made me this one. I asked him to do an 810 size drip tip, so sort of a goon compatible drip tip that was quite chunky, and I did ask for sort of a reasonably specific size, which was something that he was already making. But I've been heavily influenced, as you know, by our Lord and Savior, Mr. Todd, and I know he really likes Teflon, so I asked them to make me this tip in Teflon, which they did, and it's fucking lovely. It doesn't collect lip gunk. It stays nice and white, and it's a really nice drip tip. Now, I have got an acrylic one as well, but I can't remember the price of them. But if you're interested in a custom drip tip in the UK, then hove across to Drip Tips by Big, all one word, .co.uk, and go and check stuff out. He's got both stuff that he makes and churns out, as well as sort of custom orders that he'll do as well. So go and check them out. But I'm very impressed with this. I like it a lot. Anyway, fucking marvelous. How's that? Just as a performer, this little mech performs so well. I love cloudy squonkers. They make me so happy. But yeah, there we go. So that's about that. I think that's all of the main stuff to tell you, I think. Something, sorry if you just heard me swallow there, that was terribly impolite. I did use that drip tip on this tank, but I've been using the speeder from Aspire a lot as well. And I'm thinking that this is just, it's a fucking lovely mod. I'm not a massive fan of the feel of the button. Sure, it's nice and clicky, but it does feel like it's kind of a bit of a thinner plastic. It doesn't really feel a quality button. However, having said that, the actual mod itself and the usage of the mod is really, really fucking nice. So I have been enjoying that. Now then, what else have we been up to? As well as being sick as a dog for a week and getting new toys, I managed to, shall I show you this? Let me see if I can show you this. Those of you that are reasonably new to the channel and may not have been paying attention to my background, it's heavy, may not have seen me, but I went through a stage of picking out a bunch of atomizers that I enjoy using and actually cleaning them yesterday. I've got a terrible habit. I am in the terrible habit of getting an RDA, using it, and then just putting it in an RDA stand and then leaving it, forgetting all about it, and it goes all cruddy and nasty and a pain in the ass. So whoops, that was a cat. That wasn't a thing. Look at that leg. What organized, I tell you. Now this stand, by the way, if you haven't seen them before, this was something that I came up with standout stands in the UK, and I've had this for ages now. And then Mr. Todd copied me and got one as well with the same design, because you know, he secretly loves me. But yeah, so that's I'm quite proud of myself for actually being organized for a change. It doesn't happen very often, and I imagine most of those RDAs are going to get covered in shit at rather quickly. But no, they're all cleaned up and they're all usable and within arm's reach, which is fantastic. So I'm very, very happy about that. Now then, is there out else? When it comes to something I wanted to get up and coil today, but I haven't had a chance. I know there's a bunch of reviews out for this already. Is this little D Pro? Is it called the D Pro? Yeah, D Pro RDA from Coil Art. I got it out ready to coil up, didn't have a chance to. So that's the thing. Can't tell you how that's going. Otherwise, there's not really anything else I can tell you on top of what I told you in the last review, in the last vlog, I don't think, when it comes to stuff at the very least. No, I think that's all the new gear that's come in. So yeah, I think that we've got a couple of little things to chat about, I guess. Big news for the Americans. I know everybody's covered it, but the FDA obviously had their kind of a rethink on dates of late. I need to do a lot more looking into what's going on in America to get a strong enough comment to be able to sort of discuss it with you guys, if you like. You know, I feel sort of a little bit rude talking about something that I don't know properly, and especially being in a different country, it's difficult to kind of really get a grasp of. However, from an outsider's point of view, from a sort of a brief look, it looks like it's a step in the right direction. But it doesn't look like a point of real kind of excitement for the moment. But it's a little bit like in the UK when the government are saying like, yeah, you know, we've got Public Health England suggesting that that vaping is actually pretty good and maybe shouldn't be included in the TPD. But there isn't actually anything that's happening with that as yet, and in the past when we've had that in the UK, that's fallen flat on its face. So I don't think it's, like I say, I don't know. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to go into it anymore because I don't know enough about it. I did watch Matt from Suck My Mods video about it, and that seemed to be very, very concise and very reasonable indeed. So if you're thinking about or sort of learning a little bit more about what's going on in the States, go and check out the Suck My Mod channel and go and check out Matt's video that he released a few days ago, because I think that was really, really interesting. In the UK, like I said, with the Public Health England, I think I covered that in the last vlog. It doesn't it's no point of celebration or anything as yet. And the only thing that I'm just going to say is, as always, all we can do is go out there and advocate. Those of you may have seen, some of you may have seen an article in the Sun newspaper that generally hates vaping and seemed to paint it in a reasonably positive light. They tried to put a paragraph in there just to poo-poo it for a moment, but generally it was a positive article. So when things like that start happening, that could be a sort of a turn in public opinion. So all we've got to do is keep teaching people that shit's good. There you go. So yeah, I think that's the normal portion of the vlog done. I've still been having a jolly good time with the pipes. That battery's run out. I bet the battery's not battery in there. There's not a battery in there. That's not run out at all. The one thing that I have noticed with these pipes, is, I don't know whether it'll do it this time, but with that little red light that goes on in there, it's doing nothing now. No, it is on. It's flashing. It's not flashing on camera. It's not flashing there. Sometimes it flashes when you take a draw on it and it doesn't power things. But then other times it doesn't. So it's weird. I don't understand what's going on there. But no, I have been having a pretty sweet time in that, and everyone's a winner. Now then, what we got coming up videos wise? Well, the next video that's going to be up is going to be the Death Trap RDA from Death Wish Mods. That's definitely going to be happening. We will let me know if you want me to do a little bit more of a look at this under a proper camera, so you can see that one. Not doing a full review until I've used it properly, obviously, but if you want me to show it off to you so you can have a look about how gorgeous it is, then I will be more than happy to do that. So please let me know. And if you're watching this as a replay, pop your idea down in the comments. That'd be great, and I will do something like that. I do have the Nightcore flavor mixy uppy thingy jiggy. I've still got that to do. Oh, well, I've got a fuck ton to do, but that's definitely something I want to do. But I've been trying to get a particular special guest on to help me in that video, to help kind of give a little bit more information to you guys. So hopefully that's going to be something that's going to be going on. But if that doesn't happen soon, then I won't be able to do it. Look, Guybrush at Threepwood, thank you so much for your €5 donation to the channel. That will go into the Dizzy Fund. Those of you that have been watching for a while will know what it's all about. But yeah, what's going on is since the passing of Dizzy, we've now got a huge and a crazy huge vets bill to pay. So anything that gets donated to the channel goes straight into that pot. So thank you so much for that, Guybrush. And yes, you are indeed first, sir. Now then, Lois says, I've heard that Todd's pipe is much bigger than Vaping Bikers. Absolutely, it certainly is. Todd has a huge pipe. Now then, same reason with the paranormal video and the DNA 75s. I'm just going to have to do those without being able to do what I'd planned recently as well, which is a bit of a thing. What I might also do as well is just a brief look at this, because it's an entry-level DSLR from Canon. I know it's not a vaping thing, but there's a lot of people that watch this that ask me questions about photography, or about the sort of things that I use and the products and kit that I use and all that sort of shit, and are interested in starting things up. So I figured that it might be of interest if I just do sort of a brief look at that. It's not going to be in depth because I haven't got a fucking clue what I'm doing, but it's going to be just a look at the camera and letting you know a bit about it, because it's always nice to know about these things if that's the sort of thing that tickles your taste buds. Mr. Chadwick is in. A bonjour, Mr. Inky Poos. Well, I'm very much. Oh, happy birthday. Is it today? It's today. It's today, isn't it? I think it's today. Yes, happy birthday. Everyone say happy birthday to Inky. Coco Cat 12, thank you so much, very much indeed. And yeah, absolutely representing the 4% Club, the VIP member of the 4% Club. Thank you so much indeed for your $10 donation. That's very much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, Jordan, yes, there we go. Question answered. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. I really want to power through on a bunch of videos again. I did it before I went to Austria, and I thought I was on a bit of a roll. But then since I come back from Austria and I've been horribly ill, I haven't been able to put any content out hardly, which has been a gigantic pain in the dick. So that's why I've been stopping and saying no to a lot of review stuff coming in, purely because I want to make sure I cover everything that I've got so far. So yeah, I want to go on a hard push, but we are going to be doing a sort of a push, like I say, for the next 3 or 4 days. There'll be a video coming out, and I've got Vapefest that I'm traveling down to on Friday, and we might chat about that in a little while. But Vapefest I'm traveling down to on Friday, so I can't put any content out on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So and then Monday could be a little bit wobbly. Paul Sykes, hope you shoot raw with DSLR. Yes, absolutely. Schwartzy's in. We are. But Paul, yes, absolutely. I've found a new bit of software called Affinity, which is way cheaper than like Photoshop and all that sort of good stuff. So and it's really very, very good indeed. So I think it was like 48 quid, 48.99, something like that. So yeah, I did sell a couple of items in order to pay for that, and that's certainly going to help me in a few ways. I'm hoping that's obviously going to be very significant to the channel. But the camera, as you know, its main focus is to focus. It's a camera. The main thing on the camera is going to be to record the content, obviously, and we're going to try and keep going with the quality that hopefully you guys like at the moment. And also I do get asked about kind of frame rates and all that sort of stuff, and I know I can upload in much better than 1080 at 24 frames per second. However, the problem is there sometimes it's a huge pain on playback, and with YouTube it'll kind of still only give you options of doing. I think that when you've uploaded something kind of big, I think you're still kind of getting 720 at 60 frames per second, which can be a little bit too angry for some computers. So everything I upload, I have it in 24 frames per second and 1080p. So that way, pretty much everyone should be able to watch it. So hopefully I've got that right. Hopefully, not entirely sure. But yes. So I don't think there is anything. I don't think there is anything else I can really get into. But if you all type in at Todd's Reviews, come on, then he may now actually make an effort and come in and see us and say hello. But yeah, okay. Now we can get into looking at the chat and things that are going on, shall we? Let's actually pay attention to you guys. Chris Dobson, £5. Thank you very much indeed. I hope you take Yorkshire pounds. They're like normal pounds, but rarely leave the wallet. Absolutely. Is it strapped to a whippet? No, thank you very much, Chris. That's hugely appreciated. You're a very kind man. Thank you so much. Fuck, I love this so much. It's so good. Anyway, all right, Monkey.
I kept pushing the wrong button.
It's unlike you, sir.
Is that you? Can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
Why is it that you're allowed to copy me with a Teflon drip tip, but when I copy you with a standout stand, then I'm following you? Because
you have more subscribers than I do. For now.
For now. See, I see what you did there.
It's a bit echoey coming through your end there, Mr. T.
Is it? I can't hear. Would you like me to refresh?
Yeah, go on. Do a cheeky little refresh. He likes it when I tell him what to do. So yes, well, there we go. We can have a big old questions and answers going on tonight. Now Mr. T's in there as well. Schwartzy, Vaping Bike Dean, have you managed to try any of the Bogan Brews yet? I've just got the cola one. Yes, I have. Sam sent me the Bogan Brews out, I think, at the point of release, I think. And in fact, I've still got a couple of them here, but that's the old 6 and 8, which I've gone through quite ridiculously. The cola is all gone, and to be honest with you, I've still got a full fair dinkum because I completely forgot that I had it. But yes, I do like the cola. I think it's really, really nice. So how are you, Mr. Todd? Tell me about your day.
I'm fine. And I'm not wearing my pajamas. Okay? just want to get that out of the way just now. These are not my pajamas. This was in fashion in 1986. So there you go.
I remember working in a head shop when I was 18. And we used to sell a lot of the kind of the granddad shirts. That's what they called them.
Yeah, granddad shirt.
Very appropriate. And yeah, they're all the thing. I used to love them. I did used to love them. Yes. Anyway, anything? It does look like you're showing off your cleavage though, until you just sorted your collar.
I'm sorry. Well, the thing is, with my moves, I do actually have a cleavage. That's the problem.
I feel your pain.
There you go.
Although mine is coming down. I am losing weight.
That's just because you're throwing up all the time. That's no other reason.
That's a lot of that going on. But yes, anything else? Tell us all how you are, sir.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Nothing much exciting happening. If please don't start with the BMW jokes either, and just
no, I'll go along with that. We'll gang up on you because I used to love my BMWs. When I had various cars, I've had a number. So shut you up if you don't like BMWs.
Yes, there we go.
85s. They're all wrong anyway.
No, not much happening, mate. Just like you, trying to get as many reviews in the bucket before we head off to Vapefest.
Yep.
And that's about it. That's all that's happening here.
So let's have a Vapefest chat, seeing as you brought it up. Let us know in the chat if you're going to be coming to Vapefest next weekend. That's always good to know. But when are you getting there, Mr. T?
I'm going down on the train on Friday morning, so I'll be there. I think like you, it's about 4.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be there mid-afternoon, and then same leave on late Sunday afternoon. So I've not seen. Have you seen a forecast yet?
I did see one that looked like we were going to have showers on Saturday, but fine on Sunday. Which should be interesting because I'm going to be using my little scooter. So as it's front wheel drive, I'll be wheel spinning mud everywhere. So that'll be a hoot.
Looking forward to it. Oh, you're absolutely right. Saturday's some rain. Sundays to be 20 degrees.
Yeah, so it looks like Sunday. I think based on that, I imagine Saturday is going to be the quieter day of the two. But we'll have to see. I don't know what they're going to do when it comes to getting all kind of muddy and wet and all that sort of stuff, because it's in a field. For those of you watching that haven't or aren't aware of Vapefest, because you may be in a completely different country, then it's essentially a big field that tends to have a bunch of traders set out in a massive kind of square. So they're all around the outside of a square. And it's a very social event, wouldn't you say, Mr. T?
I would totally agree with you. I'm typing this. I was typing away here saying, can you save your questions till we're finished talking about Vapefest?
Yes, yeah, do that, and we'll come back at you all. Absolutely, but just let us know if you're coming for the minute, 'cause it's good to know. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they cope with the rain, because it's the one event that is crazy lucky when it comes to weather. Certainly for the years that I've gone, anyway. But yeah, so it's going to be very interesting. Jeff Towers is asking if I'm camping. No. I'm far too broken to camp. So no, that's not happening. But no. So what are you taking? That's good. That's something that I think is going to be cool.
Well, you see, I have this problem every time I go to an event now, because there will be mod makers there that I have their mods.
Yeah.
And I kind of get a panic on, because if I don't take a mod that I know a mod maker will be there and he goes, how are you getting on with such and such? And I've got another mod, then I will feel bad. So I'll be taking the Vape Droid, because I know they're going to be there. I'm taking the Runt Squonker, because I know they'll be there. And I'm taking the Triphobic.
No, that's the one.
Yep, Triphobic. I'm taking that. I'll also have to take the Chris Scott mod. Do you know, sod it? I think I'll just take a Coolfire 4 and be done with it. You know, sod them all.
Are you going to be taking like build kits and all that sort of stuff, or are you just winging it and hoping everything manages until you get there, or while you're there, rather?
What's a build kit?
Well, I'm going to be taking the Coilmaster one for sure. Not because Coilmaster sponsor the channel, but actually just because their little kit that you get is fucking, it comes everywhere with me, because I think it's just super handy.
Yes, I think I shall take mine as well. I shall take that as well.
I imagine it's going to be full of 20 gauge stainless steel wire, so you can do those massive or short wrap builds for mech cloudage, is it?
I shall be taking my Nichrome 80 chain link. No, I won't be. I'll be taking 27 gauge. That'll do me fine.
Nice. So yeah, I mean, I think when you go, if you got any suggestions about what you think, what you would say people should take to an event like Vapefest, because it's very much different to any of the other kind of conventions and what have you that we have in the UK. Any suggestions?
I mean, the one thing that I always dig out before I go to any convention, Vapefest, is, and it's worth its weight in gold, and it's in the house, is a power bank.
Yeah.
Take a power bank. They're absolutely brilliant. And take plenty of batteries. Make sure you take more than you think you will actually use, and make sure they're in proper containers. And take lots of money so you can buy me and Dean alcohol.
Right, absolutely. I'm okay with that. See, it's medicinal because you're 9 foot tall and your body's trying to fold you in half, and I'm horribly broken. So all in all, the more booze we get in us, the more lively we're going to be throughout the weekend. So
I think the main thing about going to Vapefest is, I mean, don't be embarrassed to go up and say hello to anybody. But if you do go up and say hello to anybody, then make sure you say who you are.
Yes.
Don't just assume that. I mean, Dean comes up to me at every convention and I have no idea who he is. And so he has to introduce himself.
Every time.
Yes, because obviously I have more subscribers and I'm allowed to forget who he is.
God.
I've got about 4 months left of getting that in, or 6 months.
Yes, I'm coming at you. We're very close to 50k now, which is very exciting. It's not all about the subscribers, though. It is all about just the being able to help people. So that's good.
So what are you taking? What are you taking?
I am going to be taking, let's say, the Coilmaster build kit. I'll be taking that. I'll probably be taking one of these Coilology packs of coils that Evolution Vaping sent us, because I think there's enough variation in there to be able to cope with most things. So I'm going to take those just because I can't really be chewed to coil unless I really have to. But the reason I'm taking the build kit, though, will be for obviously for tweaking those, and also for if I have to build for the wife, or allowing, you know, my lovely better half to do her own building, because she's quite good when she wants to. So yes, I'm going to be doing that. I'm also going to be taking waterproof shoes.
You're sold.
Not Wellingtons, but I think something waterproof on the tootsies may be a good idea, because you're going to be on your feet all day. If you end up getting piss wet through at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning, or 10 o'clock, whatever time they're opening the gates, because you're standing in that queue, then you've got to walk around in that all day. That would suck. Unless you put the carrier bags over your socks.
Yeah, I've just got a vision of you with waterproof sleeves over your shoes, with your pipe and a flat cap, walking about a field in Shrewsbury.
With a green wax jacket on. I think that'd be cool. I like that idea. But no, I'm going to figure something out. A waterproof coat as well, and a brolly. I know Mrs. Biker will be taking a brolly, because we seem to have them everywhere with us. But no, I think that's certainly good for taking with you, because just be prepared for it to be muddy on a Saturday. otherwise, I'm probably going to take 2 or 3 mods. I'm going to take my my extruder because I fucking love it. I'll probably take the drone as well, and I might take the Aegis, just because it's waterproof. So I might take that so I can drop that in the. I could if it gets really muddy, we could play rugby. And when I say that, I don't actually mean tackling. I mean just throwing it to each other from across the field. And then if it rolls away, that's our stress testing done.
That's it.
I like that. So yes, I might do that, and then probably something like the Minikin V2, just because it's battery life for days.
Yeah.
But if people are going, please make sure you take plenty of batteries as well, and you stored them safely. I saw something that someone had actually stored their batteries in a charger, and then just like put an elastic band around the batteries whilst they were in the charger and threw them in a bag or something. No, that's such a bad idea. So make sure that you have the little battery cases. I know that Vape Battery does send these cases out. I imagine a bunch of other people do as well. But make sure you get your batteries in there to look after. But otherwise, just take that beer money and don't go. This is one event you go to not to expect a fuck ton of freebies as well.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. You might get juice, but that'll be about it. If you're lucky. If you're lucky.
Yeah, and it won't be like the other conventions where you walk away with a carrier bag of juice. It'll be, if you're lucky, you'll walk away with a couple of bottles or something, or some 10 mils kicking around. But no, so don't go too bonkers with that one.
Are you going to be queuing for anything?
No, I'm not. No. I'm not a high-ender. No high-end company in their right mind is going to give me a mod just so I can cloud chuck and be a hooligan with it.
You're not going to get yourself a Frankenskull or a Hellfire or nothing like that?
No. Aside from not having the money to get either, the idea of queuing up for a Frankie for just I don't understand it. It confuses me, and just to say you've got. I can't think of any other industry where there's been a product that it would be like queuing up for a Fiesta or a Mondeo or something, wouldn't? No, that's probably a bit too extreme. But something that is that's not that flash, but just got hype about it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. No. So none of that. I don't really know anything that the Hellfire guys do. I saw a couple of their mods, I think, last year, and they look very pretty. But that's about as far as we go. So no, fuck all. What about you?
I'm going to wait until you're standing just opposite the Frankenskull stand, and I'm going to just go Fiesta.
You're not allowed to take a photo of it and then meme it. That would be but no, otherwise it's going to be really good. So if anybody's got any questions about Vapefest, wang those questions out right now, and hopefully we'll be able to answer them for you, just to let you know what's going on. But no, aside from that, there's usually a few sort of drinky poo sessions and all that sort of stuff going on in the evening if anyone's kind of interested in getting a few drinks. Ryan Lynch, Vaping Biker, we're going to Vapefest for the Sunday. If I see you, I'll be sure to buy you a Guinness again. Expo was fun, from Ryan and Jade. Thank you very much, Ryan and Jade. I think Ryan and Jade hung out with us. You wouldn't know because you didn't hang out with us. Oh no, Jam you did. No, Expo. There we go, Expo. Yeah, I think we were here hanging out outside the hotel and getting quite squiffy together and had a jolly good time. And I think they've got a shop somewhere in England. Can't remember. But yeah, I can't see any questions coming in at the moment. That is about Vapefest, so we can move across from there. So that's fine and dandy. Good work, Mr. Todd, by the way. Now then. Do you want to let people know where else you're going to go as well? Because you're a jet setter, and it annoys me.
No, because no, it's not about me. This is the Vaping Biker channel. This is
All right.
about you and how wonderful you are.
Yeah, but you see, if we mention that the Paris Expo and Germany Expo and whatever else is going on, and that they haven't invited me, then that might encourage them to do it. But
yes.
no, but you're going to Germany and Paris anyway. So if anyone's over that way, then that's cool. Paul Sykes asked me if I would shave my beard for charity. That would be a tough one, to be honest with you, Paul. I already did what I can to raise money for charity. So I don't think I'd it's a bit rude, but I don't think I would be out of order by saying no. Or am I just being wanker there? Could go either way. But no, it's very unlikely, just because, as you can see, I've not done anything with it today apart from put a bit of oil, oil on there. But I do have a bit of a tramp beard. And it takes forever to grow. It's a nightmare. So, yeah, the vaping, and I'd have to change my logo and everything. So it would be unlikely, to be honest with you. It would be unlikely. Ryan Lynch, yes, and he has got a shop in Southend. Absolutely. There you go, Ryan. See, I remember. What else have we got going on here? At Todd's Reviews, good mod to put atomizer plus. What? Vaping Biker and Todd's Reviews, good mod to put Aromamizer Plus will look decent on. A big one.
Yeah, a big one, definitely.
Who misses? I think you can put something like that on the Minikin V2 without it looking terrible. There is a little bit of an overhang, but it's not awful. So that's something that you can have a little think about. But as far as big mods go, I think depends if you want to go proper angry with it. But I think there is the DNA Hammer of God. I think I saw an advert from Evolution Vaping about selling those. Are they doing them on a special recently? I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, that's a big honking great big mod that you can put pretty much anything on without any concerns whatsoever. But no, I haven't really got. There's that. No, you couldn't even put it on that massive great Wismec thing. Oh, you could put it on a G class if you wanted to be posh. But that would possibly be a bit excessive. Otherwise, no, I haven't got any other suggestions. You, Mr. T?
Well, I was going to say, what about have you got the new Wismec, the new RX200, whatever they want to call it?
I have not, no.
No, it'd probably go in that, wouldn't it?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe. There seems to be a couple that are a little bit on the sort of the G-class inspired shape. So there may be a few more coming out that will do that. Oh, and an older one that would work would be the Triad as well from Lost Vape.
Yes, definitely.
So, yeah, boom. There you go. What material did you print your own mod out of? A PLA, PETG, ABS, matted, trimmed beard hair. Tenebris, what? I can't even remember what I've done with mod now. I'll put it somewhere safe just to. Oh, here it is. This is. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm not getting that. But yeah, my white mod, which is now gone forever. I printed it out of just PLA, and I've not actually had any kind of warping or anything like that from running a reasonably low build on it either. So that's been quite surprising, to be honest. You talk for a second, Mr. T. Here we go. I'm going to try and get it.
And it's very sturdy, and it can withstand drops from great heights. And he's going to he'll cripple himself trying to get this.
Yep, done. Broken. But yeah, for those of you that didn't see it, that was my that was the mod that I made, the Squonker, with a little side firing button going on there, and a mod maker 510 up the top, and the what was the little switch FET, a switch FET going on in there. So I have got reverse battery protection and low voltage protection in an unregulated mod. But yeah, that's the one that I did. And yes, PLA, and it seems to have gone rather bloody well. Now then, what else have we got going on here? I've got it. Here we go. Vaping Biker and Todd's Reviews. Will you review a Wapari mod? I certainly won't. But you've reviewed a Wapari in the past, haven't you? No,
I haven't. And it's one of my unicorns. One of the very, very few unicorns that I have is the Gemwood by Wapari. It's It's been out for ages, but it's one that I would love to own. Absolutely love to own. But
I know absolutely nothing of them. Not a sausage.
It's very expensive. Very expensive.
I think I saw Mr. Damien, a bloody good vaping. I think I've seen one of his Wapari reviews in the past.
Yeah, Sean from Plumes had one. I mean, the retail price was about $1,200, if I remember right.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not going to be doing it. Infomatech, did you see my printed wooden squonk? Yes, I did. I think I saw it. I think I saw a picture of it, and it's very good. And I actually shared. Remember, I shared, Mr. T. I shared a printer that had like a mesh, or like had lots of holes in it. That's his. And in their shop, they're printing. I believe they're printing sort of customers' mods. So that's cool. Jacko Turbra says, Vaping Biker, a MOSFET switch. No. It's not just a MOSFET. No. It's actually called a switch FET because it does a whole bunch more things rather than just protect the button. Try to find a spring online to replace the Mac. So I thought that was a Magnets thing about that I could take the piss out of you. Gutted. Yeah, Dave Mottram asks us both if we've got any unicorn mods and tanks. You've said about the Wapari. Is there any atomizers that are like unicorn for status for you?
No, I don't have any Atties that I would hanker over.
No.
And that's the thing. I don't have any unicorns from modern gear. It's kind of like it's the old gear that I hanker after that I couldn't afford back in the time, but now that it's like 2-3 years later, you should be able to get it a lot cheaper. But no, there's nothing. Let's face it, at the end of the day, it's all the same. I mean, it's going to put out power to an atomizer, so it doesn't really matter.
No, it's just got a pretty dress on, isn't it?
Yeah,
but no, I can't think of anything. I can't think of absolutely anything that I would go, fuck me. I mean, to be honest with you, I've been lusting after this Definitive Designs squonker for a couple of months now, I think. But no, I don't think there's anything that I think fucking hell. Whoa. I know that Abstract Designs is doing something very, very cool, which I hopefully will know about at the weekend. But no. I would like a proper pipe that I could sub-ohm like a bastard with. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Not yours, you big loon.
You're not getting it.
You can't hide it between your moves.
Well, you'd be surprised I could hide between my moves, mate.
That does look dodgy. But what else have we got going on here? Todd's views, and what's your opinion? This is to both of us. What's the best single coil for flavour on the market, as we're working on our own e-juice line and need a good flavour RDA for testing our flavours on? Ryan, that's going to be hugely dependent on how you vape. There is no perfect one, because it's going to be dependent on how you vape, how you coil it, what kind of temperature you like vaping at, and a whole bunch of things. And that's something else. When you're designing a juice, in my opinion, you should test it on a wide variety of products rather than say, right, we are going to test it on a velocity, or we're going to test it on a whatever's new and funky. Because your juice has got to work in a variety of different ways. So you've got to go for sort of some low power with a tiny little chamber, through to sort of something that you can really open it up with and give it some massive beans with. So I would suggest not using one particular RDA, and for using a variety of RDAs. Totally
agree.
Yes. Liam Shepherd's been on the website and says the extruder is $240. Can't be right. I think that's also 240 Canadian dollars. Do they use dollars? They do, don't they?
Yes.
So yeah, as they're in Canada, that might be Canadian dollars. So that, I think, brings the price down significantly, I believe. Dan Cuvey, Vaping Biker, I'm looking for my first tube mech. What would you suggest? Mage kit, Tsunami kit or something else. I actually did a review on a bunch of those. The Mage, the Tricker, or the Mage, Tricker, and Tsunami, and the Coil Art one, and all that sort of stuff. So I would suggest going and checking those out, check those reviews out, and that will tell you the ones that I like. But it'll also give you a view around the mods themselves, so you can make your own mind up rather than me telling you what you should go for. So there.
Yeah. Well said, that man.
Hey, it's one of those things where I don't want to you don't want to tell people, do you? You don't want to say, well, you have to go out and buy X, because they could go out and buy it and think it's a bag of shite.
Yeah, totally.
So, rubbish. What else have we got going on here? Jeremy Briggs, Vaping Bike and Todd's Reviews. What is your favorite 18650 mech mod? I think you've got one, haven't you? An old one? Or am I lying?
Yes. Kuro Concept.
Yeah.
I have 2 of them. I've had them for over 2 years now, and still to this day my favorite 18650.
Fantastic. Yeah. I can't think of a favorite. The Underdog tickles me in ways that you wouldn't believe. I really like the Purge mods. I really like Rig. And also I really liked, like, not for sort of super low builds, but for just really good quality mix, the old Bay City Vapor ones. I thought they were great.
Yeah, very good.
I think it was the Surf Rider that I had in brass, and it was glorious. It was a lovely mod. It really was.
Yep.
What else have we got? Oh, that was a bit of a thing. How is the Wismec Gen 3 going? Asks Ballbag. I wouldn't know. I don't have one.
It's just something called Ballbag.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Someone's asked, Joy of Sim, what's the cheapest RDA you've used or you could really recommend to someone new to RDAs? Although don't count me, I'm a Hadley and Nada user. There's so many available now with Vandy Vapes, with Geek Vape, with Coil Art, and those kind of guys. There's a lot to choose from. So once again, it's going to be dependent on how you vape.
Yeah.
What else have we got going on here? Liam is tempted to buy a Coil Art Mage kit, but doesn't know if he's confident to use mechs rather than my regulated mod. Are they reasonably safe to use? They are. They're the. How can I put it? They are the 1980s angry car compared to a modern day BMW, in as much as they're an angry car you had to drive, an old Capri or an old rear wheel drive, anything, an old Mustang if you're in America or something like that, you had to drive it properly or it'd fuck you up. And you know, a modern day car has got so many safety things involved that it's quite difficult to do, and regulated vaping means that's the same. But there's just as many incidences with battery issues with regulated as there is with unregulated. So from that point of view, no, but you do have to know how to build. You do have to know your Ohm's law and your battery safety, and for that, always go and check out Battery Mooch. And what's the website for the stuff, for the coiling thing? Steam Engine.
Yes.
So go and check those out. Watch a ton of videos and just be confident in what you're doing on regulated. And if it all goes according to plan and is fairly consistent, then you know, crack on. And search Battery Mooch, definitely. Vaping Biker, has Mr. Todd ever pinched your nips? I don't think you've done mine, but I've done yours.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
Scarred for life. That's all I can say on that one. Somebody's asking, is the Hussar RDTA, is it underrated or it doesn't really worth? I think
it's kind of, is it any good?
Yes, it is. It's very good. It's very good. Well, it's very good for the way I vape.
I just had spitting going down my throat. Crack on.
No problem. Vaping Biker at Todd's Reviews. Actually, there's people going on about the VT inbox being a great little DNA squonker. Yes, it is. There's a new version out. I think it's just the old version with new clothes, but it is for the money. It's a great little regulated squonker.
Has that got the DNA 75C in it, the new one?
Don't think so, mate. I think it really is just the old one. They've new colours on the frame and new coloured doors.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Gotcha. DNNS84 says the new Umie Wasp Nano RDTA is being released next week. Have we seen them? I didn't get the Wasp in the first place, and so I know nothing of it. And the fact I don't review tanks doesn't really help me in that one.
Yeah.
That's not on your list, is it?
No, it's far too cheap to be on my list.
There you go. Chris has said, I imagine this is about the nipple tweaking that I was testing you to see if you were variable wattage. So, yeah, I mean, I think we've covered a lot of things today. If there's any more questions, starting with at Vaping Biker and at, I can't talk tonight, at Vaping Biker and at Todd's Reviews, and let us know if you've got any questions, if you've got any queries. Please don't ask what our favorite mod, tank, dripper, cotton, whatever is, because we get asked that a lot and we can't answer it. Not because we're contractually obliged not to, but because it's a question that you just can't answer.
Yeah. Actually, I have a question.
Go on then.
What bike do you have?
You're a twat. I think I did see where Vaping Biker, the name Vaping Biker, came from at some point. I've got Honda Shadows. The daily before my illness kind of stopped my legs working is the VT 750 Black Spirit 2010 model, and I'm currently working on getting that, trying to raise the money so I can convert that to a trike to get me back on the road again. But it was featured in a couple of vlogs last year. I think if you look for one, I think the thumbnail looks like I'm eating a hot dog or something from the middle of summer last year, then that you'll see the bike going on there. And right at the start of my channel, there's a couple of the old shadows going in there as well. But there is a bunch there. Matt Bowen, how is the Punto Zero? What the fuck is a Punto Zero?
Is that a car?
I have no idea. I don't know what it is.
Sorry, but then you go.
Oh, go on. I was just saying that Lucky Vape says get a Harley, and I would say no, get fucked. I mean that with love. No, it's I know Harleys are great and they're an American institution, but I am neither American or interested in a modern Harley. An old panhead or something, sure, that can be lovely, but certainly not a modern Harley, because they're generally a bag of shite. And actually, my Californian-made VT 1100 is more American than some of the modern Harleys are. So that should upset people. Now watch the viewers drop my subscribers. Fuck off. No, my legs aren't paralyzed, Stu. They just ankles and things don't really work very well, so I can't do stuff, and I'm not safe to try and balance on two wheels.
I would just like to say that I'm quite a fan of Harley Davidson's, and my vaping channel is.
Now, I respect as a biker. As a proper biker, I couldn't give a fuck what people ride, as long as they're on two wheels and they're having a jolly good time. That's a thing. It wouldn't make a difference if you're on a moped or a 1300cc bonkers low rider fucking bastard chopper. It's two wheels, so crack on.
I'm just going to say to Chandler, listen, I don't have 3 run mods. I only have 2.
There you go. Oh, you only got 2. How do you cope?
Yeah, I sold one. I sold one for £50. You should have been there, and you would have got it cheap. Just a little thing there. If we do we don't often sell things, but if we do, then please don't then send us a bunch of other messages asking if we've got other stuff for sale. We're not shops, and a lot of the stuff that we have, we either keep or it goes out into charity raffles or whatever else. So yeah, if we have something, it'll go up on either Todd's page or on my Vaping Biker page. So yeah, just if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not.
There you go.
Excellent.
And we're not going to hold stuff either. Just because you might say kind of in January, oh, I really like that. If you ever sell it, let me know. If we then sell it in May, the chances of us remembering that you asked for it in January is non-existent. So it's not going to happen. How about a Lambretta? Says Graham Vincent. I think they're cool as fuck. I wouldn't ride one because it would scare the living piss out of me with them tiny little wheels. But yeah, I think they're very cool. I think they're good. What we got here is what is our Eleanor, the device you wanted to be so good, but you just could not get the best from it?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, that's an interesting question, that one.
Oh, yeah, the Hobo. That's the thing. The Hobo dripper, the 2.1. Many people raved about that, and I said it was shite.
Was that the one where you had to twist it to get the top cap off, and it just royally fucked things up on your 510?
No.
There was. I'm sure that was a Hobo.
That's going back a couple of years now. But it's just one that everybody. Well, a lot of people said it was fantastic, but it was just something that I just couldn't get a decent vape out of.
Yeah.
But which is a shame because Hobart makes really good gear.
Yeah.
Even though he's not in the game anymore. Well, he is in the game, but he doesn't make gear.
I've had that with a couple of tanks that people have just lost their mind over, and when I've said anything remotely negative in a review, I just got a whole bunch of shit for it. But I really wished that the Lux, when that came out, that big dual 26650, because it looked like it could be cool as fuck. I hoped that would be really good, and then it turned up and it was an utter piece of shit.
Yeah.
But no, I can't think of anything else that's really kind of got me in that kind of way. Oh, the Punto is a SVA.
Oh, it'll cost £1 million then.
Absolutely. I've never ever tried an SVA mod. Never.
I'm just going to reply to Stefan. Stefan's asking, did I experiment more with the BT? Because there is now a taste cap for it. No, I didn't experiment more with it. It just wasn't for me. I'll leave it at that. And I know somebody else asked about what's the other one that's using the mesh?
Oh, is it Cthulhu have done it? Is it Cthulhu that have got that really tall posts? Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I just don't buy in. I just don't get that way of vaping.
No, not at all. I don't understand it. And now we've got another one as well with Vandy Vapes. They're releasing one that I think you can put regular coils in, but I think it's kind of like a postless deck, and you can put like a rainbow of mesh.
Oh, I saw that. You showed me that. Yep.
Yeah, and I can't see how that can possibly be a good vape. And like we talked about, I can't see how that's remotely likely to be able to, when you drip your juice along the top of it, that's just going to pour off the mesh and then hope that it gets kind of in and round to the cotton, and it's got to work its way through a lot of cotton before it gets to that mesh as well. So yeah, I can't see that going down overly well. Gary's saying, will you be doing a Rip Trippers style rap? That would be amazing. We have actually got a musical number planned for Vapefest. So we are going to be 50% of a barbershop quartet. We've got the stripy waistcoats, bowler thingy hats, and walking canes. We've got the moustaches, and we're going to be we're going to be doing the modern take on a barbershop quartet with a drum and bass background, while actually having cheetahs on chains around us, just to attract the ladies. So that's going to be happening. I
need to know what medication you're on, because it's awesome.
Just a lot of it. I did do a song. I did a Tenacious D ripoff with Vaping Words a year or two ago. So that's somewhere on the. I think it's like Vape It Gently. I think I've entitled it. So if you really want to hear me make a tit of myself, you can go and check that out. Baron C asks, how's the Lost Vape drone since the review? I'm still using it, my friend, and it's still doing a bang up job, and this will be getting used in tomorrow's review of the Death Wish Death Trap. So yeah, it's been having a jolly good time. What else we got going on here? I think we're coming to an end. What have we got? Should we do 10 minutes more just to make it an even 11 o'clock?
Go for it.
Oh, it'll be tough. You got to make us. You got to make it worthwhile for us, ladies and gentlemen. Make it worthwhile for us. But yes. So Marcus says he seriously has to see the Vaping Gently video. It's pretty bad. It's not good. I thought I was going to be cool, but you know, when this is something that I found out when you do that, even though I used to record in studios all the time, but I was playing guitar when I was doing it in my little tiny sort of spare room, and I had my headphones on and I'm trying to sing to the mic and video myself doing it. You suddenly become very aware of every kind of way that your face moves, and you look at yourself on the camera on the playback and you go, how is that a good look? That's not a nice thing. What? And it's truly horrifying. Right, what have we got going on here? Where do you get the wrap for your drone? From Zap Wraps in the UK. If you Google them, my particular wrap is a custom one because it's got Vaping Biker on it, but they do a fuck ton of wraps, so you can go and check out a whole bunch of cool things that they've got there. I want to vape free. They're coming out now. That I like that.
Terry Rogers is asking about clones. I will take the fifth on that one. I have no wish to answer it.
Yeah, I don't understand why people have them, and I'm not going to take the fifth. And I don't understand why people have them with as many cheap products. I don't wear a fake Rolex, so there's no reason for me to go out and have a fake mod. But you know, if it's not the argument of kind of they're much cheaper and affordable now isn't really a factor when you've got companies like Geek Vape and Vandy Vapes, in my opinion. But if that's what gets you off the cigarettes, you crack on, son. It's just that you won't be seeing any of that action coming from here. So there we go. Todd's reviews. Have you tried the squonk that's distributed by Watofo? I don't think either of us have had that yet, have we?
No, we haven't got the RAM yet. I haven't seen any other videos for it. I've absolutely no idea what's going on.
Okay. Mick Blizzardstein, are you still posting out the vape mats? Yes, I am. And yes, you do still order from the vape mats site. Once again, nothing comes through me, no money or anything else. What you do is if you're outside of America and you go to vapemats.com, you can find a load of my stuff going on there. And then you can just search Vaping Biker, I think, and a load of stuff will come up. And if you're outside of America, just send him an email using the contact form. Pay for it, tell him what you want, pay for it, and then he emails me and I send it out from the UK to help reduce the postage. I make nothing from that transaction at all, other than letting you guys have a very, very gorgeous and stunning vape mat. And I've got to say, I mean, you know, you can have a nice little fluffy towel here, which is just oh so soft on your skin.
People are saying that Matt at MVapes has put a video up for the RAM squonk mod.
Yes, so, I think I saw that he'd put it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Stu has come back on the clones thing and said that's all good and well, but are you prepared to go looking for a Narda? If you can't get it, go and buy something else. That's
exactly.
It.
Why you know, none of us, I'm not entitled to a Lamborghini, so why is it's not a thing, is it? If you can't afford it, you don't buy it. That's the way of the world. And there's a lot of really, really great affordable flavor-atties or whatever else around. So there you go. Dr. Chud, Gibson or Fender? Out of the two, it would be Gibson, but I'm an Ibanez man. Will you guys be reviewing the Asmodus Spruzer new squonk box? I haven't got one yet. But if they send it to him, then I imagine we will be.
Have you not got it yet?
You can fuck off.
I'm only joking. I've got it right here.
No, but if we get them, then yes, we will. Favorite juice at the moment for me, it's my Offended by Fenders V2, which you can see on e-liquid recipes until I stop it being on there and I sell it and make a vast profit and forget all the little people. It's not happening. But also things like Daily Suburban is a strong one for me. But I have been enjoying the Vaporgate stuff quite a lot recently. I'm actually getting sent a bunch of juice from a Belfast company. They contacted me today, and I'm very much looking forward to that. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, neither of us do what are they called? E-liquid reviews.
Yeah. My juice just now is this one, funnel cake, which is I never knew was a thing, but the funnel cake is absolutely gorgeous. And I got this today, which is sorry, I really did just do that, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah, okay. I'm a huge custard fan. I'm a huge fan of Portugal. I love going to Portugal. It's one of my favorite places in the world. And this stuff came through today.
Nata. Hang on, let me put the camera on you. Boom.
It's a Portuguese custard tart.
Okay.
It's, oh man.
As good as it?
It's very good. It's very good.
Awesome. That's very cool. Sinistral asks who would be in a dream band. For me, I'm not going to go through the whole band because that would be laborious and a pain in the dick. But Steve Vai would be playing guitar. Have you got any particular? Oh, Steve Vai on guitar and the singer from Thunder. Oh, that'd be good. Have you got any favourites that you would have?
Oh, it would have to be. I would go for Trent from Nine Inch Nails, Gary Newman, and Dave Gann from Depeche Mode. That would
it still scares me that you like Nine Inch Nails. I think that's very good. Tom Moran asks, are any affordable dual battery squonkers coming out? We've got 4 minutes left, guys. This is your 4-minute warning. Any affordable dual battery squonkers coming out? I know Geek Vape have got something coming out, but I couldn't tell you whether it's dual or single battery. No, I don't know of anything off the top of my head. You?
No, would be the answer. I have no idea on that one. I really don't know.
There we go then. Is there a more powerful battery replacement for the Lost Vape Halcyon than the standard 900 mAh? I think there might be a tourniquet or something like that you might get from a model shop, but I think it might only go to like 1,000, so it's not really worth the aggro, I don't think. Oh, I've lost a load there. At Todd's Reviews, you have to visit Lisbon to eat those tarts.
Lisbon, I've never been up north. I would love to go up north in Portugal. There is some, yeah. When I was a recluse, I was invited to go to a shop opening just outside Lisbon, and I said no foolishly, and I hate myself for that
now. What else have we got going on here? What's a good 26650 mech? That's a tough one. It's been a while since I've used a 26650 mech. I've got my stacked BCV one, which is amazing, and I think there may be shoulder. No, I can't get that because my shoulder doesn't work. But you can see it. That tall thing up there. If I take the camera there, that tall thing. Oh, where is it? There it is. There, look. What? There. Boom. That long penis looking thing. That's a big 26650. Oh, I just zoomed in. A 26650 stacked mech, which is amazing, from Bay City Vapor. Do you know any?
I don't have any 26. The only 26650 mech I have is a squonker.
Gotcha. Have I still got Vape Mats, Gareth? Yes, talked about that a little earlier on, but go to vapemats.com. You have a Spanish squonk mods at about 50 euros. Are they those little 3D printed things?
Don't they? No. I don't know. I really don't know.
Todd's Reviews, have you tried the Mod Maker Squonker refill bottles? Absolutely. I'm
first. I've got mine here. See?
Yeah. And boom, I need to put mine in, fill mine up for the event at the weekend.
But the difference is that I know how to use mine properly.
You fuck off, do you? Yeah, there we go. Dave Barnett says, I've heard iJoy's bringing out an e-pipe. Don't know anything about it, though, so I couldn't tell you anything about that. Now then, I think we're coming up to an end. I think that's a natural finish, just so we don't go on forever and do another 2-hour monster session like we did before. I think tonight's, I originally planned to only do an hour tonight, and we've already gone for an hour and a half. So yeah, it's all a little bit bonkers. But thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for getting this far. If you've watched the playback, that's very kind of you. Thank you so much. We will see you if you're coming to Vapefest. Obviously pop up and say hello, but please don't expect us to go, oh yeah, I remember talking to you a year and a half ago with one email, because it's not us being rude, but there is a fair amount of stuff that we get through. So yeah, make sure you say, oh yeah, my name's Dave or Bob or whatever, just so we can say hello. But no, thank you so much for watching. Have you got anything that you would like to finish off with this evening?
No, just like you, if anybody sees me with you at Vapefest, be sure and come up and say, I love your videos, Todd, and then stare at Dean and go, no idea who you are. And I will give you £20 for every person that does that.
Don't say that, because they will actually expect it. That's a verbal contract right there. Quick, take it back.
No, I'm looking forward to it. And honestly, yeah, if you see me, just come up and say hi. And as Dean says, say who you are. And if I do owe you money, then I'm sorry, I won't have any.
And also there is I think we both get sort of emails and messages and what have you saying, or in the video that comes after, I saw you but I didn't feel like, I didn't think it would be a good idea to come and say hello, or I was scared, or I didn't know what to say, or whatever else. Don't, just because we're on YouTube doesn't make us anything different to you just because you're in your living room. It's exactly the same thing. So come up and say hello, don't be scared, and it's a joy to meet you all. So thank you so much. And if you do bring beer, you will be our favorite.
Yes. I'd also just like to say that if you go to toddsreviews.com, you can go to the merch section and you can buy a shirt just like this.
However, funnily enough, if you go to vapingbiker.co.uk, you can buy a shirt like this, and things like a mug like this, and various other wonderful bits of merch. But there you go. Right, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go out there and you do educate people. Make sure that you portray vaping in a good light, and hopefully we can keep vaping going even longer. It's here to stay now. It's just depending on the format that it takes its place. So thank you very much for watching, and we will leave you with a little bit of a cloudy action going on, but we'll see you at the weekend, or at least very, very soon. Thank you for watching.
See you soon.